Hola, welcome back to From Mi Casa to Yours. Welcome to another video. So it is currently 6 o'clock in the morning and I am up and I decided to do something a bit different and bring you along. We're gonna have like a get ready, clean with me, decorate for Halloween. I'm so excited. So I cannot wait to show you what today's video will look like, and I hope it might be a long one, but it's okay. So I hope you guys enjoy it. So just before I start to get ready for the day, this is a real raw moment of what my house looks like currently. Yeah, see that over there? Literally, this is a raw real moment. My kitchen as well. Yes, quite messy. But yeah, this is what my house looks like currently. It's pretty messy. Okay, so not many times after I wake up I have time to get ready and just for the day, and you know, with like my makeup done. So I have really sensitive skin, and I did when I was younger have a lot of acne, and I do have acne scarring all over my face. Sometimes we get the pimple visitors, as we all know. At least I do every now and then, especially around my, you know, menstrual cycle or whatever, but it's just normal. But I do have what they also call PCOS. So I tend to get a lot of acne often, like in my chin area. Anywho, enough of that. So I do have a clean face. I already did my skincare, and I'm just about to begin my makeup process. So I'm gonna be looking at the monitor, but also over here because I have a mirror down here. And honestly, I feel like this is the best lighting. So what I do first, so I have the fan going on because I get hot pretty fast. I want my hairs away from my face. Got my cup of coffee. I do want to apologize if you hear any loud cars going around. I do have my front door open, as you guys were able to tell. So I've always got my nails done too. Isn't that so cute? I know. Anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So I love full coverage, not medium coverage, not light coverage, full coverage. So I like to go in first with the NYX Bear With Me Prime Set and Refresh facial mist, or setting spray if you can call, because it's prime, you set, and you refresh. So either one. So 3 in 1. So I like to just go ahead and put this all over my face. And then I do have a fan, so that kind of helps it dry. If not, just grab a piece of paper. So I'm also going to be using, I am not a professional, but I do love for my face to stay on all day, especially if I get ready at 6 in the morning. But I'm actually going to be using the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. I love this stuff. It really works. So I don't have a brush for it, so I kind of just like use my finger and just, I'll show you. So then I'll use my finger, scoop up around that much, and just kind of like in those areas that you know. So then I just like, especially like right in my nose, especially in like that little like dip bridge of my nose. And then on my forehead, in my eyes, right, kind of, because you want your eyeshadow to kind of last you all day. I don't know, this is what I do. This is my the way that I do my stuff. It might not be honestly the right way either, but I feel like it's what works for me. So there it is. Now, not only do I use this, but like I said, because I'm gonna have my makeup on since 6 in the morning. It's probably even way later now, to be honest. I'm also gonna be using the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I love this stuff. I barely actually should start using it maybe like a month ago, but I love it. It's really good. So then, like I said, use as much as you want. Probably use like around that much. And I'm just going to all over my face. Sorry, my dog is out, as you guys can tell. He loves to be out all the time, so he is out. Okay, and it's not sticky too much, but you can feel like you can feel something in there. Okay, now I haven't really had a chance, because I feel like I postpone it all the time, to actually get my actual shade for my foundation. So I do it kind of like old school. I'd be mixing 2 of them. So I use the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage in the number 312 Golden Dual. This one right here. And then I also use a Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Foundation, normal to oily skin, in the shade, what is it? Natural Beige. So if you put them together, they're a little different. This is more like, I don't want to say orangey, but kind of, and this is just a little bit lighter. So I mix them both together to kind of get my tone. So normally I do like 2 pumps of this one here, and then this one doesn't have a pump, but it would be awesome if there was some with a pump, you know, the same. So this one I'll do, I think that's a little too much, like that. So not, I kind of like scoop that off, but it's just maybe like there. And if I feel it's too much, then I'll go in with another one of these and just give it a tiny pump. And then I mix them together with a brush. Well, the bottom of the brush. Oh, too much product. Just wait and see. All right, so then I'm going to be using, I think, the Real Technique sponge. I honestly don't wet mine because I like a full coverage, like I've said. And I feel when it's a little diluted with water, just my brain thought process. It's okay, it's just me, but I'm doing, like I said, what works for me. So then I'll just, you know, kind of tap some on the sponge, and I normally start with my chin and kind of like work my way up. So this is just what I do. All along here as well. I'm going with some more, and then just continue my masterpiece. And then, like I said, grab a little bit more and just pounds. Just bounce, 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 bounce. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Wow. And then I'll go on the other side. And then continue to do so as needed. You know, it's insane how foundation works. Wow. So I just basically do that. And so I have a piercing. I don't know if you guys know, but I got a piercing when I was like way younger, you know. We were all young at one point, and I got it without my parents' permission, of course, because you're young. And then I have a very traditional Mexican father, so now just imagine. Can you guys imagine what happened after that? Yeah, so it's definitely, I do recall I went to get it done, and so Claire's at that point had like little rhinestones that you can, like fake nose piercings, and I think I did that before, and then I would always tell him, oh look, see, you can take it off. And so so I got it done, and don't come for me, I do definitely put foundation all over my face, including my eyes. So you see that? So I'll just do one light coat again all over. I know I do have to put concealer on here, but like I said, I love a full coverage. Anyways, I do remember the day we were having dinner, and I remember, like, I don't know if my mom knew, to be honest. I don't remember at this point, but I do remember he was sitting down on the island. No, he was actually standing up on the island. We used to live in an apartment, so I remember, you know, I don't know if he was having some like beans, you know, like caldo de frijoles, and I remember he was like, my mom was handing him a tortilla. Very specific details here. She was handing him a tortilla, and he was sitting kind of like across from me, and no, standing across from me, and then he's like, oh, take that off. And I was like, yeah, don't worry, ahorita, like, or just in a second. And so he kept telling me, take it off, and when he kept telling me, he kind of was like moving closer to me. So I thought that at one point he was gonna be like, take it off, you know. Ugh. And when you first get a piercing, I don't know if you guys know, but you get the one that has like that curl, and then it goes straight. So when you put it in, it's like curl. You have to curl it in there, and then just goes straight in, I believe. And I felt that he was just gonna yank it, and so he said it one more time, take it off. And I said, I can't. It's permanent. Ooh. Did I get yelled at? Absolutely. I definitely got yelled at. It's crazy, but you know what? He got over it eventually, but he did lecture me that what are they gonna say? What kind of dad he is, you know? But of course, like I said, he got over it, and that was that. But it could have gone a lot worse, but I'm happy that it didn't, and I'm happy that he understood, because at that point, I think it was, listen, it doesn't matter if you're 18 in a Mexican household, okay? It just does not matter, okay? So I think I was about, I want to say 19. I don't know. I think I was about 19 when I got my piercing, my nose piercing. Listen, back in the day, I did not look like this. I was young and skinnier, and so, not skinnier, but like curvy, you know, but flat stomach mainly, of course. I did get my belly pierced too, and that was my fault. I hid it for him for a good while, and then I was stretching because I was able to wear like kind of crop tops, but this one kind of met me my waist with my jeans, so you couldn't really see it until you like lifted your arms, then the, you know, the shirt would rise. Yeah, he said to me, Jacqueline, ¿qué es eso? Meaning, Jackie, what is that? Or what the heck is that? Yeah, so again, could have gone worse. It didn't. I'm so glad it didn't. But anywho, enough of that. I'm gonna continue to do my makeup here and use the Fit Me concealer in the color 20 Sand Beige. So I'm gonna use the concealer and just put it right here and here. So then I'll do the same on the other side. And then boom. So, and I'm gonna go further down, of course, in this area. Sometimes I just feel like I need to pop a color in this stash section here. Stash. In here. And on the bridge of my nose, somewhat. When I was younger, I had this girl that used to work with me, and she did say that I had a Michael Jackson's nose. And I was not offended at all. I took it as a compliment because Michael Jackson had a tiny nose. So, yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this here. And then once I have this blended here, oh my God. So I'm gonna just take it a little bit just so you can kind of like match a bit. And then I'm gonna work this whole area. So I am going to just, and I'm gonna take it in higher here and just get really in there under my eye and just work that. And I have that, like I said, that little, see that? That really bugs me. So I'm like, yeah. Oh, better. So then you have that. So I don't like that, so I kind of like go around my eye as well and just kind of like blend it together. I love that. I don't know, but you guys see the difference without it and just kind of brightens your area? Yeah, I like that. So then here I go again, working in the same direction. And then, like I said, higher. Is it the right way to do it? I'm not sure, but it works for me. I like it, and I think makeup should be about that. You liking it and you doing what works for you, because not everybody has like good skin, like in the sense of like without like the bumps and the pores. A lot of people, my dream is to be able to put my foundation with a brush, but you know, sometimes you don't get everything in life. So then just go ahead and do the middle, and I am always like afraid, you know, for like you to be able to see like where it kind of stops. So then I like to kind of like, you know, stretch it further and just kind of like blend it all together, and there it is. So far, so good. All right, and then I'm going to be going in with the Revolution Banana powder. So it looks like that. So what I do is I either use the top of this to kind of just put some in there. Or honestly, I use where the eyelashes cover come from, the top part. Not always though. I feel like sometimes this is closer, so I just like put it on there. So then I'm just going to be using, I did have like a little dish, but I don't know where I left it. Anyways, so I'm just gonna like dab some on here. Like I said, I'm not a professional, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So I'm going to be using the Real Technique 400, which is this one here. I'm going to just do that, kind of like shake it off, and then you'll see. So got some product, shake it off, and then just go ahead and tap. Honestly, like all over the face. Guys, I kind of wanted to come on here also, since we're spending some time here together getting ready, and I hope I inspire you. You know, I know we are all so busy, you know, some of us have kids and stuff, all of us, some of us don't, but honestly sometimes it can get hard, you know. And then I'll put some down my cheek, down my neck. Sometimes it can get hard, and you put everything before you, and sometimes you just don't have time to take care of yourself. But you know, the important thing is to make some time, and when you can, do it. This is me. I go to work without makeup on, so it's scary, let me tell you, because that used to not be me. But you know what? It's so much easier, I believe. And because you don't have to get ready, you don't have to like wake up extra early and get ready. But yeah, all done. Believe it or not, like the more you do your makeup, the more you know like how much of the product you'll use. Insane. Well, anyways, I just wanted to also come on here and say that I know I wasn't active very much at the beginning of October, you know, and if I said it before and mentioned it, my husband's brother was staying with us, and honestly, I just really didn't want to film, you know, whenever he was around or anything, you know, talk about privacy, just give him his privacy, you know. And so yeah, so that's why I kind of wasn't really active towards the beginning of it. He did leave, and he got everything situated ahead of time, you know, more than what, you know, he had thought that he would, and he's finally with his family, and I'm so happy about that. Also, I kind of wanted to talk about a little bit about Christmas. I know that many of you guys decorate for Thanksgiving right after Halloween, but I don't actually. So I don't know if this year I'm going to be doing El Dia de los Muertos at all, but it is definitely a process, because you don't have to, but then the point of an ofrenda is also to incorporate things that they liked, you know. And so, you know, it would be, unfortunately, we have my two grandparents from my mom and dad's side that have passed away. My husband's grandfather passed away from dad and mom's side, and my husband's grandmother from his dad's side has also passed away. So that's quite a few dishes that you do, you know. And no, it's not a burden. No, it's not anything bad like that, but you do spend a good amount of time preparing for, you know, like the ofrenda, you know, and having to have, how many tiers are you doing? But normally I do 3, you know, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, to be honest, because at one year that I did, I used the table, and then I used like a longer box, and then like a medium size, and then a smaller box. So I think that was 4. And yeah, so I don't know, since it's kind of like right after Halloween, I'm not sure yet, but I will post a picture of the ofrenda that I did do with my husband. And we invited my parents and our neighbors at the time, because we used to have our first apartment. And so they all got to come in, look at it. My mom's side of the family, you know how my grandpa passed away. He actually passed away. He has the same amount of years that I do, that he has actually passed away. I was born in November 27th, and my grandfather, I think, passed away 14 days after that. So I'm 30. He's been gone for 30 years. I didn't get to meet him, you know, but you know, that's a different thing. Anyway, I'm a very sensitive person, so just talking about it or just thinking about it, you know, just a waterfall. Anywho, but so I'm not sure if I'm gonna be doing that this year. It's a lot to incorporate to it. It's fun, it's rewarding, of course, and it's just wonderful to see that, you know, and keep that tradition going. So I'm not 100% sure. If I do, you guys will see it. Maybe on November 3rd I'll post it, since it's a 2-day thing. So hopefully I'm going for it. But also I don't really decorate for Thanksgiving. So for me, Christmas starts in November. So I'm going to be coming up with some videos, and I know I've actually looked, and I know that there is a lot more people out there that do a lot more beautiful decorating, you know, but I do the best that I can, and I do what I can afford, you know. So I'm hoping that you guys will be with me, and I hope you guys will enjoy those videos. But yeah, so that is coming up, and I'm so glad you guys are still here. Thank you guys so much for understanding, for your support. I appreciate it. So then right after the powder that I put on, I'm going to be going in with the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette in the color 750A Caramel Toffee. There you go. It's kind of, so what I use from here, I used to use this one, but I don't know, I just felt something weird because at one point my mom said that I was looking green, and that's when you know you messed up. Anyways, I'm gonna be using the bronzer side of it. I'm gonna be using a Morphe R7 brush right here, you know, and like I said, I have texture skin, so I'm not going to be like you know, my bronzer like so I'm gonna be like dabbing it and kind of like, or like maybe at the end just do some strokes up. But yes, something like that. I don't have the perfect skin, so a lot of the times, like, whatever technique is not right for my skin. Anyways, so I'm just gonna go in and kind of like give it two things, and then sometimes I kind of like even do that, like fan it out and just like, you can barely see anything, girl. Where the makeup at? All right, there we go. Okay, so then I do that, or sometimes I just go like this, just to kind of like bring it further down and further up, so you kind of see that. Yeah, so I don't know. So yeah, there you have it. You see that? So I'm gonna go exactly do the same on the other side. I don't know, I love my right side better, and then on my left side I feel like I'm all weird. Does that happen to you guys? Okay, so then I'll just go ahead and like here. I don't know, I just always feel that I'm weird more on I'm weirder on my left side when it comes to like putting makeup on, because I don't know, I just realized it's kind of like, ooh, look at that, you guys. Y'all. Okay, anywho, so I'm just going to be applying some bronzer, and then I'm also gonna do the same thing and just like on the forehead section. I feel like my forehead is pretty good on skin wise, so that's why I kind of just like do this here, just like so. No contour on my forehead, contour on my forehead. See, kind of like that shadow. And if not, you can always like, did I mention that I started getting gray hairs at the age of 21? Thanks, Dad. I got it thanks to my dad. He got them since he was 21. Oh my God. Yeah, same age. My older sister, she actually has barely, maybe like last year or the year before that, started getting gray hairs. Yeah, ridiculous here. And my younger sister, listen, she's only 29. I'm 30. Okay? Has maybe like barely getting any kind of gray hair. What is up with that? So then I went in again and then just kind of like brushing it down. So it's also what I do. Right after that, I kind of just do this again and then just shake it off and leave it. I don't use this until the end. I'll show you why. So, okay, I feel like I look okay. And if you feel at some point that maybe you have too much, you go in back with your brush, with your sponge that you put your foundation and concealer with, and kind of just dab right around it. There you go. And then if you're good with that, then that's perfectly fine. So then I'm gonna go ahead and use this one more time, because I'm going to do what they call bake. Just apply it to make my bronzer not so long, just, you know, more like, I'm gonna cut you, you know? Yeah, so I'm gonna make it like, I'm gonna snatch it up, if that makes any sense. So then I'll be grabbing the other side of my sponge and just literally just bringing that in like, boom. So there you go, you're trying to snatch it. So now it's more like fierce, see? Kind of goes down more, and then with this, you kind of just like, don't mess with me. And I mean, the beautiful thing about it is that you can go in with more of the powder and just snatch it up more. And then you add some of this just so it can kind of be more like defined. And see how it's just like boom. And this one is kind of like the miracles of makeup, you guys, the miracles of makeup. This is just probably gonna be a long video when it comes to just getting ready. I don't know how or where I'm gonna cut it in here. Alright, also, I just wanted to also say a little bit more about me. So my husband and I met at my sister's 21st birthday party. I was 22, she was 21. Don't come for me, okay? My husband was 21. So yeah, my husband is just, it's like a year younger than I am. So yeah, you guys. Ooh. That's my neighbor's dog. He's so cute, by the way. He's a German Shepherd. I was scared of him for the longest time, so like he would always bark at me, and then like I would just like not ignore him on purpose, but I was just so scared that I was like, okay, I'm not looking at him then. Anyways, so we met when I was 22 and he was 21. My sister used to work with one of his older brothers and youngest sister, and she had a 21st birthday party, and they asked her like if it would be okay if they took their brother. And my sister was like, yeah, that's fine, whatever. Nothing. We came up with everything. Obviously I was single, so never expected to actually for that to happen, if that makes any sense, but it happened. I met him there, and I just, the first, when I first saw him, I only saw him from the back, like his, I don't want to say, well, yeah, like his kind of like a silhouette or whatever you want to call it. That's all I saw at first. And then one of my friends was there that I hadn't seen in forever, and so I'm going to be going in pause that, with the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the color Espresso. Ooh, Espresso. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys can probably not even see that. Oh, and I'm gonna be going in, oh my god, the wrong side, of course. I'm going to be going in with the spoolie side, and I'm just kind of like brush my eyebrows, because we all know that my eyebrows have product, so this is gonna kind of help them clear them out. So here we go. Anyways, so I met him there, and we kind of I guess we're kind of attracted to each other, but you know, you're young and reckless at one point in your life, so I, you know, had a little drinks, he had a little drinks, my friends were like, what are you doing? Okay, cool, I'm just dancing here, and I guess I was not, you know. Anyways, long story short, that's where we met. He asked me for my number, he had a few drinks, I had a few drinks. No, not like that, but I honestly just didn't think that he wasn't gonna really remember me or something, but he did actually, so that made me really happy. I met his sister for the first time, and when they were leaving, you know, we kind of like, all of us got, you know, went to go say goodbye, and then his sister and I kind of hit it off then too, and so she said, oh, I really like you, and so it's history from there, you guys. Anyways, yeah, so I met him on my sister's 21st birthday. I never thought I was gonna go in there and meet somebody or whatever. So yeah, we started dating, but you know, things happened and we broke it off. Well, no, I'm not gonna cut him no slack. He broke it off, okay? He broke it off, and we went our separate ways for a whole year, you guys. Like, I did my thing, he did his thing, and we reconnected again because we were gonna throw a Halloween party, but the Halloween party didn't happen, but we still reconnected, and it's history from there, because right after that we dated for a whole year. So we reconnected in October. You know, the spark was still there. He asked me out again on my birthday, and which was like the next following month after that. We dated that whole year, and the next birthday he proposed. For a lot of people, like, damn, that's fast, but we knew each other already, and kind of like he realized what he lost, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, and so that is actually history, and from there we just, you know, we've been together going on 6 years on December 24th. I know, who's crazy enough to, you know, get married on December 24th? Me. Anyways, I'm sorry, I'm just like going all, I'm just going like on and on talking here, and just, but you know what, this is a get ready with me, get to know me / clean and decorate with me. I did say it was gonna be a pretty long video. So I don't want to really cut anything off me getting ready, just because it's a process, and I kind of wanted to show you how I do it. Anyway, so I kind of brushed the product off my eyebrows. This is, love this side of my eyebrows, and this one's like, what's going on here? Anyways, I'm gonna work with what I have. So what I like to do, and what I've been doing well, not off camera, but kind of, you guys see me going like this. So I'm trying to warm up my eyebrow pencil. I'm trying to warm up my I'm trying to warm up my eyebrow. That's what it just seemed like to me. But I'm trying to warm up my pencil, and I'm just gonna kind of like draw my hand and, you know, do like a masterpiece in here on all sides. So when I'm doing it, oh, you can barely see it, I'm kind of like moving it around like that so it can get all sides. So now that you guys can see, it's darker. So then I am going to start, I always start on this side, kind of build this first, and then I'll go from there. So then we're going to be, sorry if you guys can't really see. Sorry you guys if I kind of had to cut, was because my camera stopped recording for a second. So I'm gonna go in again, not wasting too much time. I'm gonna go in with my brow pencil, and like I said, I'm gonna start from this side and build my way there. So my eyes been looking crazy. Just bear with me. I'm looking at the mirror and trying to give you guys a close up here. So here we go. Just kind of like I said, build it up on the side. As you guys can see, it's coming along. So for me, I kind of just like to give it some nice strokes here, and then like strokes, and kind of fill it in a way, and then go in with my spoolie and then just like soften it up. See? And then that's how I like to just kind of continue to do the side and connect it towards that side. So then I'll go up here, kind of start giving it its shape, and then just kind of, like I said, soften it up with the spoolie side, and that's starting to look nicer. And then just continue to do so. And then the top. So it's kind of looking crazy, but it's okay because you're gonna soften it up. Anything you do with your eyebrows, you can just soften it up with the spoolie side. Just keep on brushing, and then once you reach this point, honestly, I like to just kind of like bring it out a little bit more and just lightly kind of fill it in. I know that a lot of people from this point, they just kind of like start going up. Well, I don't know, I just feel like that doesn't really do much for me. So then you'll see it like that. And then I will move on to the next eyebrow. Just a quick warm up again. And then my eyebrows are not twins, and no eyebrows are ever twins. They're cousins. So they look somewhat the same, but they're not the same. Does that make sense? Anyways, I'm gonna go in again and start at the end and just do some lightly strokes and kind of like get its shape going. And then right after that, I'm going to go a little bit further out and just give it more of a shape. I will clean it up at the end, don't worry. That looks kind of weird, I know. Looks weird, but we're going to what? Soften. So then we'll go in with the spoolie side and just brush. So as you guys can tell, like my natural hair is like all this, and it stops further back on this side. Did I overcut it? No, I still have hairs. Well, I'm sorry. I still have hairs here, and they're just light. I have like really light hair in some sections on my eyebrows. So then I'm gonna go in with this again and then just kind of darken a little bit more, kind of in that area. You see how it kind of changed a bit? So then again, we're softening it again. That's what my eyebrows will look like. But I'm going to go in with wrong concealer, the Fit Me again in the number 20, to clean up underneath my brows or just like any kind of like mess or area. Still haven't cleaned up this side, but at the end I'll work on it. So then I'll just put a little bit of concealer right there, and then just kind of use this flat brush I'm just flattening it out, and then we'll just grab a little bit, and then just, I'm gonna have to bring this in a little bit closer, but then I'm just gonna like, you know, clean it up. Sorry. So then I'm just gonna go like, so on the other side, clean, 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 clean. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and clean it up. I feel like this has turned into a makeup tutorial just because of the length of just this section here. But like I said, I don't want to cut anything out and just really show you kind of like where my sense of humor is and just get to know me a little bit more, you know? So then I'll continue to do so, clean up underneath my brows. So at this point, a lot of the time, sometimes like I get shaky or something, so then I'll like mess up my shape. But you know, nothing we can't go back with the brow pencil and kind of like shade in again. So then just going to check myself here. So like so. And then like I did on the other side, just kind of like if I feel like I went higher on anything, just clean it up. You guys can see that's okay. I think I did pretty good. Yeah, you can barely see it, but you usually use the concealer to lighten up and get rid of any harsh lines on your eyebrows. But yes, there we go. So you also know the old trick that they use, not old trick, but your eyebrows have to kind of match where your nose is. So that's kind of how you can keep, you know, like how long you come out with your eyebrows. Yes, okay. Then I'm gonna go back in with, actually no. I'm gonna go in with the Real Technique 400 brush one more time and remove the section that I baked. So for this, I am going to be doing like a circular motion and then like longer strokes. So like I said, circular motion and then like the strokes here, just to kind of like see how it went from like the whole thing to just like right there. Yeah, circular motion and then the long strokes right here closer to the bronzer. So like if you feel, like I said, you have not enough bronzer in your life, you remember what we did here? Just give me a sec. So then I'm going to be using, I don't know where I left it. But normally I don't use this e.l.f. brush. I don't even remember. It's supposed to be, I don't know if it's supposed to be for a bronzer or a powder, but it's e.l.f. And I'm going to be, it's pretty kind of like flat, but not all the way flat. I'm going to be using this for my blush. And the blush that I'll be using, it's the Milani 05 Coral Cove Rose Powder Blush. See that? I don't know, I just feel like for my skin, pink doesn't really work, you know, so I have to go with like a coral looking color blush. My dog is literally knocked out, you guys. I think he's just enjoying the nice weather out there. So kind of see it there and just kind of brush it off or like shake it off. And then honestly, like right above your, I love blush, so excuse me if I go a little out of hand here. Yeah. Ooh. Yes, hombre, yes. So just like I said, like kind of like right above the blush. Excuse me. So just like tap, tap, tap. I love this tap. And then you smile. Listen, I don't love my smile at all, but I get, you have a pretty smile. Girl, you tripping. Or like, y'all have this pretty smile. Like, I don't know what's wrong with you seeing that smile, but yeah. So have a little blush. You guys can see, but if you guys can't see, then you'll go in with a little bit more blush. I'm gonna be going out here looking like the hell she got all this blush for. Okay, there it is. So then I'm gonna be using the Morphe Y13 brush. Oh my god, I just realized I have all of this. Oh, it's just powder. So I'm gonna be using this brush, as you guys can obviously know. This is that highlighter. So for highlighter, I'm going to be, okay, this is not sponsored, but just because they're so cheap, I use the Wet n Wild a lot, and e.l.f., some Maybelline and stuff like that. But I'm gonna be using the 333 Golden Flower Crowned Wet n Wild highlighter. So I'm just gonna like shake it off a bit, and then just, this is where I feel like my body goes to heaven and back. Okay, so right here. Tell me you guys felt that. Gets me every time. And that was just one, like, and then one, I can't even explain it. And I'm gonna go again. And then just kind of like, yes, be glowy. Oh my, I'm telling you, you guys, you don't have to spend so much on makeup. If you choose to, that's fine, whatever. But Wet n Wild, divino, you're stepping up your game. So then here we go on the other side, right around the same. Dios mío. Do you guys see that? Oh, Dios mío. Like, this is when you can't see, you know. Wow. Let this highlighter remind you, keep on shining, ladies. Just do your thing, keep being you. Wow, I just can't. So a lot of the times, my go-to for makeup is mostly this here. Not this here just yet, but like keeping it very simple, no lashes, no eyeshadow often. But most of the time, if I just want a little like boom in on my eyes, I'll go in again with the highlighter, and I'm using this is a Sephora brush. I don't know what it's called, but it's a Sephora brush. And I'm gonna just swirl it and just put it all over my eye. So I'm just gonna go like this, and then just all over my eye. And just keep on shining. You see it just a little different. So then you'll go and do the same with your other eye. Just for a pop of something in there, you know. I also have like their highlighter that's like a coppery bronze color, and Sometimes I'll be using that for like my everyday makeup, or sometimes not at all. Can you guys see that? And then I'll be going in with the Wet n Wild Mega Length Mascara. Okay, it's in the color Very Black. So I don't know where I actually placed my eyelash curler. So, you know, we're gonna add a little splash of something going on here in the eye area. So I am going to be using, you guys, I've never talked about this, but have you guys ever tried the Burt's Bees ultra moisturizing lip chapstick? Excuse me. This is a must. I cannot live without this. Wow. Unlike anything I've used before, my lips are always so soft and they're so hydrated, and I love it. So I'm going to be using, oh no, I don't want it like that though. I just want a little like pop of like glitter in the middle of my, in the inner corner of my eye. To be using the e.l.f. glitter. They're kind of like the Stila glitter, eyeshadow glitter, or like, look at that. Beautiful. So what I wanted to do is just literally put some of this in the inner corner of my eye, like so. Just, yeah. And then you can always go in with another brush and just kind of like, I'm gonna be using another e.l.f. small stipple brush. Looks like that. Normally, like I said, I don't have all my crap how I'm supposed to have it like around me and stuff. So I'm just gonna use this a little bit and kind of like, just blend it out in a way. Yep. So there it is. See, this side looks a little bit more blended. Oh, okay. So just to give it that boom in my eyes, I just added a little inner corner, sunshine. And then, like I said, I'm going to be going in with the e.l.f. mascara or mascara. I'm just going to be putting some of this in my eyelashes. So let's do it. And just, you know, you can pop a lash here or not. If you choose not to, it's okay. Then I will move on to the other side. I got them from my mom. My mom has very small eyes and very small eyelashes too. And I got her nose, of course. But believe it or not, I look more like my dad. If that makes some sense there. So sometimes my sisters be calling me, hey sister from another mister. And I'll hit them back with the, I look more like my dad, so I don't know about y'all. You're probably the ones with a different mister. You know, that's how siblings always play, but we are from the same mom and dad, so at least that's what I was told. I'm just kidding. Anyways, yeah, so here I am just working on my bottom lashes now. I'm showing them some love because they normally don't get love. And just boom, chakalaka. And here we go on the other side. I also like a certain section of my bottom eyelashes. I feel like I like the ones on this side better too. I don't know. I just have, you know, we always have like the one eye we like better, I guess. Okay, there we go. And then, all right. So we're almost done there. Have 2 more things to do. So I'm gonna go in with, now I'm going into my purse. I'm going to be using the Revlon, and then I'm just going to use that and just kind of like give my eyebrows a little bit more color, so in case they're too faded or just they don't look dark enough, I guess, at one point. And then I'll go on the other side and do the same there and just give it some color. So that is that for me. And then I always love, like, my go-to lipstick is the Maybelline Amazonian number 70 matte ink. Right here, number 70. I don't think you guys can see it, but this is where I like to put on my lips. It's more like a nude color. Going on the other side. Ta-da! And then right after that, that's basically the last thing that I do. And then I go back in with my Bear With Me NYX setting spray, and I set my makeup. I know you're supposed to spray it further away from your face, but I just want this whole thing to really just set in. So what this is kind of like softens like any harshness to your makeup and just really keeps it in place. So this is the end result of all of that. This is how it all turned out. But I did realize that I did miss one more thing that I do just before the setting spray. But you know what? I'm still gonna do it anyway. Do you guys remember this brush here that I still dunk into that bronzer and pushed aside? So a lot of the times, if you feel that you're looking kind of weird down here, or you feel like you still have kind of like that shadow of what you baked, this is where this comes in handy. So what I normally do is I just like literally dab it around this area, and that's it. Just, you know, I don't know, it helps me mentally, I guess. But yeah, so I put it down here, and then I would be setting my makeup. Let's just set it one more time. At least I just focus on the bottom part. But yes, this is the result. This is the final look. I'm all dressed for the day. Usually, like, I can go out to the store like this. I can give my husband something different to look at. I'm just kidding. Anyways, but yeah, this is the final results. And so yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It's just something simple. This is kind of like my go-to every day, especially like during the weekends, like if I go over to have breakfast at my sister's, my husband's off, or we just hang out and go shopping or whatever. This is kind of like my go-to so far. So yes, I love it. It's simple, it's great. Also, this video is already like an hour or something, and I do apologize for it just taking forever, but I hope you guys watch it all, and I hope you guys enjoy to get to know me just a tiny bit. Just a fun fact, I did start doing my makeup at a really young age, not like full-on glam, like that was like when I hit after 15 years old. but I would always like watch my aunties do their makeup, and they would give me the very leftover of it, like the minimal leftover, and I would just play with it. I love lipstick, and so I would always put like red lipstick on, and so I've always loved makeup. I do my makeup often, except not, like I said, when I film, sometimes I don't have the time to, but when I'm out with family, when I'm doing other things. I just went to a Karol G concert and I did my makeup. I will be inserting the ofrenda picture that I did talk about, and the makeup that I used for Karol G's concert. I literally did my eyeliner so fierce, and I added rhinestones at the bottom. And then I'm going to show you another makeup look, or a few makeup looks if I still have the pictures of. I love makeup. I love to play around. I love to do it. I'm the person that my sisters call to do their hair, to do their makeup for events, for whatever. I'm going out, I don't know, whatever. Like my sister had a concert on Friday and I did her hair, I did her makeup. Yes, so I'm that sister that they call. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Now finally we're gonna get to cleaning and just decorating, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Welcome to another video. I'm so happy that you guys are here today. I know you're probably like, what? Did she just change her shirt? I did. So I stopped recording for a second and I spilled coffee on me, so I had to go change shirts. But here I am just doing some dishes. And I also wanted to tell you guys, I don't often, show when I clean sometimes, because I know you guys don't want to see that. But when I do, when I show you guys that I'm cleaning, it's not for anything else than rather just to show you that I also have things to do around the house, like wash dishes. My house is not always clean. And I take the moment to show you guys just raw, real moments of that my house looks like. But that is all I ever do when I show you guys that I'm cleaning something, is just to show you that my house is not as perfect as, it may seem. I do have chores to do and things to catch up on. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. So here I just organized above my fridge. I definitely don't have the space, as you guys are able to see. I have a very small kitchen, but I am trying not to put as much things above the fridge, but sometimes I don't have the space and I have to. But I for sure need to reorganize and find a way to make it look nicer. So all I'm doing here now is just I'm going to clean both tables, but then also, as you're going to be able to see, I'm not going to set anything back into the kitchen table the way it was. I'm kind of just putting everything where the coffee maker would be, just because I know I'm going to get to decorating. I did something that I was not supposed to do. Last time you saw me, it was bright and early and shiny and everything, and put a load of laundry in, cooked some breakfast. By the time that I was done getting ready, it was not, I'm not gonna say 9 o'clock, but it was like around 7:30. Put a load of laundry in. I'm just so disappointed. Put a laundry in there, cooked some breakfast, went grocery shopping. By the time that I was done, it was probably like noonish. That I was not supposed to do, which was take a nap. And here we are. It's dark outside already. I, took a nap, woke up, packed my husband lunch for work. I'm really sad and I'm really disappointed in myself for doing that. Let's get on to decorating. So I feel like I've done a lot of talking throughout the beginning of this video, so I'm just trying to have you guys enjoy watching me decorate. But I'm going to be starting off by decorating my coffee area. I know, like I've mentioned before, that there's many people out there who have nicer ideas and just decorate more beautifully, but I just honestly, do what I can and what I feel makes my home happy. And I think that's all that should matter. I purchased this witch's cauldron here at the dollar store about 3 years ago, and I've used it ever since. I got it from the 99-cent store, and I love it, to be honest with you. I'm also going to be using a diffuser to make it seem more spookier. And like I said, if I don't come on here often, it's because I feel like I already spoke too much in the beginning of the video, and I do not want to bore you with my voice. I hope you guys are enjoying it so far. Everything I've used so far is things that I've had in the past or I've gotten in the past. Like that zero mug that you see there, I got it actually from Walgreens. And this Witch's Brew one, I got it from the dollar store. But yeah, so everything so far that I'm using, I'm just reusing from past holidays and just the dollar store, to be honest. Sometimes when you decorate, you have to, make sure you're within your budget. And that's okay. I love how my coffee area turned out. And now moving on to the other side, I'm keeping it very simple, very minimal. And also, I'm just going to be adding a garland around this window here that I got from the dollar store, like honestly, a year or two ago. I can't remember. It was still in a bag with a packaging, so it's brand new. And then I'm going to be add some lights also. So I purchased these mats here at Walmart. They were on sale for $1, I believe. So I got 4 of these, and I also purchased the table runner that goes with this here also for $1.23, I believe. But yeah, they were on sale and I got them. It's definitely a popular kind of design, and I was really happy that I got my hands on it. Moving on into the dining room, like I mentioned before, I am using products from past years, but I'm sure if you go onto the dollar store, you'll be able to find something similar, if not the same, if they still carry these items. But yeah, and as you guys can see, I'm kind of struggling a bit to hang the ghost up here just how I want it to fit. I have these, but I don't really know what to decorate them with some of the times. Like a lot of the times, I'll just put like a nice wreath in there and just leave that throughout the whole year. But I do like to change it up during the holidays. Thank you guys so much for making it to the end of the video. This is the last thing I will be decorating for this video, and I just wanted a very simple tablescape. I hope you guys really enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It was definitely a long one. I hope that you made it through to the end. I wanted to do something different. I just didn't think it was gonna take me such a long time to get the first part of my day going, and then I took a nap. I was not supposed to do that, but you know what? I still pulled through, and I wanted to make sure I got a video out for you guys. I have one more video coming out where I'm gonna be decorating my guest room, my master, and doing alongside with that video. It might be a long one too. I'm not too sure, but at the end of that video, I'm gonna be having my very first ever Halloween home tour. I cannot wait to show you guys what my house looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed the video again. Thank you so much for the love, the support, the patience. I know that, you know, a lot of stuff have been going on here lately, but I hope you guys enjoyed and getting ready with me this morning, and I hope that you got to know a little bit more about me, and I cannot wait for the next one. I'm super excited. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. Adios.